So I would love to welcome Valerie. Now, a little bit about Valerie. She is a mom of 4, including twins. Oh, bless your heart, honey. You're amazing. A retired speech language pathologist of 13 years who worked multiple jobs, long hours to make ends meet each week. She left her full-time job to stay home with her twins and newborn baby, to pursue her passion of helping people with their health and wellness and be her own boss. Yes, girl. Building her business. She loves the products, the winning culture, and the systems. Valerie decided to leave her last network marketing company after 6.5 years. So, Valerie, how are you, my friend?
I'm so good. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, of course. We're so grateful for you here. You're incredible. Wow. I have 2, and I'm about done. So never mind twins and 4. Bless you.
Yes. Yes. It's quite busy at my household.
I'm sure. So I would love to hear from you, maybe if you wanted to expand on your story and also go into any things that might have helped you build your business and some tips or suggestions for us listening here.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's crazy to be here. I'm excited, but it's crazy. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would be leaving the company that I was with for over 6.5 years. My goodness. You know, looking back when I first started, even in my professional days, looking back, I would come home stressed out. I'd be overworked. I was underappreciated. I hated that I was just living for the weekend. And I remember those days vividly when I would just cry. I would come home. I had no energy, nothing left to give because I was so overworked. And this was before I had kids. And so, you know, I never intended to go part-time, let alone retire, a.k.a. fire my boss, with a profession that I worked so hard to get. This is 6 years of college and 6 years of student loans. But, you know, God had bigger and better plans for me, and things changed when my husband and I started our family. And sure, we did not expect to, our first go-around, be blessed with twins, but we were certainly surprised and blessed with twins. And if you have a parent, if you are a parent, you get it. Your head and your heart changes when you have your own babies. And for me, I wanted to be home with them because I didn't want to miss a milestone, a moment, or a memory. I mean, I had 2 babies to take care of, and they were preemies. So we learned how to quarantine 10 years ago before anyone knew what quarantine was because their immune systems weren't developed yet. So we had to stay home, and I was, you know, I felt alone. And I was still, you know, going to my job part-time at that point. But, you know, I was just really feeling it on my heart. Like I knew when I was finally saying it out loud, it was then that I was ready for things to change. And that's when, you know, I went part-time, which was great for a while. But then I was just ready. And I thought ultimately, like, I just wanted to be home with them and even not work, you know. So because I was leaving in the afternoons and the evenings, I was missing birthdays, special occasions. And so it was on my heart, like, okay, I want something more, you know. Like, I love being a mom and being there for them. But I want to be able to have my own passion and my own purpose. So I started network marketing with my former health and wellness company 6 years, 9 months ago to the day, with 3-year-old twins and a newborn baby.
Wow.
I mean, it was crazy to me, like newborn baby. And it was like in pockets of time when I was, you know, my goodness, I still to this day, I'm like, I don't even know. I was still working part-time. But because of that ever-present vision to be home with them, to pay off my debt, to make an impact with an income, and I did that. I started to establish that pretty quickly because I had the vision before I was even successful. So, you know, and I have to be honest, I came in being skeptical. You know, almost 7 years ago, I made that leap, not because I didn't love what I did in my career, But with that growing family, my babies, I had no outside help whatsoever. I just loved the time with my family even more. And so it was not an easy decision by any means to leave the company that I was partnered with. I mean, I bled for that company. I would have done anything, for well over 6.5 years. And I still, like I said, can't believe it because I thought that was where I'd be leaving a legacy and my kids would all be a part of it. But, I was feeling a shift, a pull on my heart and my head about a year ago. And as of recently, where that company was going, with decisions they were making and ultimately their vision and mission, it wasn't aligning with my current vision and mission long term. And, my mission, my passion, my purpose has not changed. I'm a huge advocate of wellness, helping women, men, moms, dads, parents, while being on my own journey and helping women with gut health, hormone health, and truly learning how to make it a lifestyle. Gut health truly has changed my life from the inside out, and to learn about a company that is really driven on helping others with their health as well, with a focus on gut health, was really a huge pull for me. So, and also helping women and men who are goal-driven, ambitious, who are seeking more purpose, more freedom, flexibility, without sacrificing all this time with their families in their own work. So I closed the door on that chapter. I bawled my eyes out, knowing life would never be the same. But then once I released that energy, I quickly evolved, and it evolved into excitement and an open door for an opportunity and for much more. And so I made the bold move and a decision that was best for me and my family. And, I found Modere. And, I didn't believe nor did I realize the innovative state of the art products that I got my hands onto. But the results and testimonials, just like yours that you were just sharing, I was like, holy moly, were absolutely incredible. And I have to say, I was like in my own bubble with the company that I was in. So when I first saw spoon pictures and, this liquid collagen, I'm like, what is this that they're sharing? I had no idea really what it was, nor did I take the time to really invest in looking into it until I had that pull on my heart, and it was time. And so, I was just, I'm not just passionate about health and wellness, but also helping families make extra income. And so that really was always my driving force. And at my last company, I achieved many accolades. I was able to, cross the stage and be a huge leader on my previous company. However, I'm not seeing the same success with my team. And that, to me, felt so empty. And I wanted success for all of my teammates and to see them cross the stage. And so for me, speaking with, the leadership here, it just blew my mind, the culture. And so with that, the winning culture, I not only love the components of having a dual-sided comp plan here, but also like having the opportunity just to share products, people who are just wanting to share products that they're passionate about, and they have the ability to help people earn sometimes what is equivalent to those that have a full-time income as product promoters. And so, so many ways to win because of this. And then having that ability to teach others how to recruit to build, but also just that are passionate to share the products they love is really everything. And so, there's so many things that have impressed me here. The thing that blew me away, and already what I had mentioned so far, 62 days in, is the culture and the leadership. And, I have been introduced to world-class leaders who have gone out of their way to help me get off to a strong start. Teaching, they're mentoring me, they answer all of my questions, Shout out to John and Michelle. I love you guys.
Yes.
Like what I have learned from the industry for almost 7 years now is that, everything rises and falls on leadership. And that is not something, to me, this is not short term for me. Right. This is where I'm going to be, my forever home, and that lasts. And this culture is winning. And they're always rising up, whether it's the products, the business, or both. So I'm so excited to be a part of this. It's just incredible, everything that I've witnessed so far just in the short amount of time I've been here. And, it's coming full circle that, helping others. And I will say, don't be afraid. Don't let the fear of the unknown keep you from experiencing a life greater than you have ever known, because everything that you want is on the other side of fear. And I was so afraid to let, I was thinking that I was going to let everyone down from my old company, right? Telling them that I was leaving. And then joining forces with another company that also promotes, wellness and health. And the thing is that, you can't live for others. And coming full circle, this is the reminder that helping others through clean living and through wellness, it's been my calling and purpose all along. And goodness, gosh, I can't believe, what is happening through making a greater impact than I've ever imagined so far here at this company with Modare. And, if I can inspire men and women to step out of their comfort zones and live their healthiest life, grow their minds, then I am making an impact. And to me, that is the imprint and the legacy that I want to leave on this world. So, my advice to you, if you've been sitting back and if you're on the sidelines, you've been watching, you've been wondering, is this really for me? There's so much room for you here. And one thing different from me versus maybe you is I am dang consistent. And that is what I have always said. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to draw the line on the sand and I'm going to do it. I'm going to put all of my eggs in the basket and I'm going to go. And, I have failed so much, failed forward. Even sitting here, I didn't know the product at all. But, gosh, I was so pleasantly surprised. And I'm just dang excited. And I've never been more focused. And 2024 coming for you. And, as my mentors say, let's grow.
Oh, my gosh. I absolutely love that. I'm sitting here, nodding and nodding. I love it. Thank you for that. And I want to acknowledge you because I talk to people all the time that are sort of on the edge of making a decision, a big decisions in their life, similar to what you shared with us. And I get the gravity of what that must have been like for you. And I acknowledge you for following your gut and taking the plunge. And, I just posted on my Facebook just the other day something like what you don't do matters just as much as what you do. And so many people are stuck in indecision. So you inspired me today and hopefully people that are listening that sometimes you got to just take the leap and listen to that nudge, right? And it sounds like you made the right choice for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you for sharing that. And did you have, maybe if you were to give, I heard that you said consistency. I so agree. If you were to give maybe one or two tips to the newbie or even somebody who needs a little, wants to relaunch and has maybe had a rough couple months or last 2023, what could you share that might give us that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can organize, you can make plans all you want, but wow, the magic is in the action. So you can't just sit on your hands and say, okay, well, I need to have a system for, tracking my prospects. You guys, the top leaders use a pen and paper to track all their yeses. So you don't have to have a fancy system, but what you need to do is start taking action, and you need to focus on the activities that's going to move the needle forward in your business each and every day. So if that's like the top 3 things, you should be creating those conversations. This is a relationship business. Get out there, make some friends, have fun doing it, right? Lock arms with the leader. Get yourself in the room with the amazing leaders in this company. And I will tell you, your energy is going to change, your mindset's going to change, and you're going to be set on fire. I just went to Fort Lauderdale. Gosh, that was last weekend. I can't even believe it. And we just, our team is like blazing from that event. So give yourself a favor and book that flight. Stop thinking about it and just do it already. You're going to not only be inspired, but you're going to have the time of your life. You're going to be making amazing memories. And who doesn't love California? So,
right. Yes, exactly. Yes, I love that. And so take the plunge, get consistent, and I agree with you. So this business is so much about who you know and relationships and making new ones, making new connections. You know, the people that I work with that are on my team that I've partnered with, I didn't know any of them before this business. So it's so just creating those connections. Yeah. Yes, excellent. Well, Valerie, you're amazing. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we look forward to much more on you. And again, you're kind of a newbie, so welcome and keep kicking butt. You're right. 2024. This is it. This is it.
We're
totally.
Go.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Valerie. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.